Hello everyone, this is Fenella with We Companions, and we've had a lot of questions about our lethal guinea pigs who we've featured. You may be familiar with Riggs or Munchie or Loire. We happen to have 3 lethal white guinea pigs within our rescue, and I'll share a couple of those towards the end of the video. But we've had questions, and so we just want to review a little bit more about lethal guinea pigs and what they are. When you have a certain colouring of guinea pigs that breed together, you can produce what is called a lethal white guinea pig. It's that basic. If you were to breed a guinea pig that has what's called a roan or Dalmatian colouring, this kind of speckledy colouring. These are the type of guinea pigs, the colouring that carries that lethal white gene. So if there was a male, this is Linville, he's a male, was bred to a female that looked very similar to him, and they were bred, there would be a 25% chance that they would produce a lethal white guinea pig. So what is a lethal white guinea pig? And it's pretty basic. When they're born, they are white guinea pigs. They can be any breed. They can be an Abyssinian or an American or a mix. And they are white. They tend to have no color in their eyes, sort of pinky eyes, sometimes with a little hint of blue when they're first born. The eyes will tend to be perhaps a bit smaller. Sometimes they don't have eyes at all, but they're nearly always blind. So you immediately notice that there's something off, there's something wrong with the eyes of a lethal white. So if in the litter there is a white guinea pig who has some abnormalities with their eyes, there is a good chance, a 25% chance at least, that it is a lethal white. That lethal white baby can also be deaf. And you'll find that out as the guinea pig grows, and you will see if it reacts to noises or calling. You'll be able to tell if it's deaf. They tend to be smaller than their litter mates. And in our experience here at the rescue, We Companions, we tend to find that they stay small. They're petite guinea pigs. They're not big, solid, guinea pigs. They tend to stay smaller for their whole lives. One of the biggest telltale signs is that they have dental abnormalities. So if you suspect you have a lethal white guinea pig in a litter, you'd pick the baby up and you'd immediately look at the mouth. Some of you have met Riggs before. He's one of our famous lethal white guinea pigs. Riggs was found in a flower pot outside a veterinary office. He had been abandoned there, and they tracked us down, the staff of the veterinary office, and he came to us. And with our experience, we immediately recognized he was a lethal white. The vet had recognized that he had some dental issues and had trimmed his teeth. So you would look, if you have a baby, at the teeth, and you will notice that, if he'll let me, it's a little bit difficult on a video where I don't have him on a table or anything. Are you gonna let me, Mr. Riggs? He has top teeth, but he does not have any bottom teeth. There's no bottom teeth there at all. And if you know your rodents, you know that their teeth grow all the time. So if a lethal white only has 1 tooth on the top or the bottom, or 2 teeth just at the top or just on the bottom, that's going to be an issue, because the teeth of a guinea pig grow all the time. And unless the teeth are together and meeting and grinding down normally with hay and a healthy diet. There's nothing in a lethal white's mouth to be grinding down those teeth if he only has one or two on the top or on the bottom. So if he has one or two teeth that are continuously growing, those teeth will have to be trimmed on a very regular basis. And that can be every 3 to 4 weeks sometimes, to ensure that that tooth is not causing a problem for the guinea pig. So dental issues are a huge issue with lethal whites. They have a problem eating a normal diet sometimes. We will give them perhaps chopped up vegetables so they can easily get them into their mouths. You can feed them a diet of a supplement. There are supplements out on the market that are a complete food for animals that cannot eat normal pellets, and that can be made up, and even if it's quite dry, made into little balls for them to eat, or they can learn to lick up the more liquid version of that food. And that ensures that they're getting all the nutrition that they need. Now, there hasn't been a lot of research done on lethals. It's something that needs to be done, and I believe there are some people starting to do more research on them. Years ago, when breeders would have the lethal whites, because of their physical challenges, they would be culled basically. But there are more and more people doing rescue now, more people dedicated to supporting animals with special needs. So we value their lives as long as they have a good quality of life. And so we're able to learn more and more about lethals as time goes on. We know that they eat a lot. Our lethals are lucky enough to be in a foster home where they get very frequent feedings, and despite their very, very frequent feedings, their very healthy diet, they are still not strong, robust guinea pigs. They are delicate, and it's almost as if they need that constant feeding just to keep up with their metabolism and keep them a reasonable size without being too thin. And they won't grow very big, or that's our experience, that they won't grow into very big pigs. So nutrition is very important for lethals. Small, frequent meals that they can actually eat, get into their system. And that's what we do. We don't know a lot of the other genetic challenges that they may have. We don't know it for sure, and we really don't want to speculate. But there may well be other issues internally with internal organs with them. So we do make sure they get plenty of vitamin C in case there's an issue with their hearts. And we just give them the best nutrition that we can, and we give them lots of love, and we accept that they may not live as long a life as a normal guinea pig. So as time goes on, maybe we'll know a little bit more about the lethals. So hopefully you've learned maybe something about the lethals in this video, and I'm going to end up by showing our most recent little lethal we got, and he was actually transferred to us from another rescue, from the LA Guinea Pig Rescue. Saskia was able to rescue this little boy from a shelter, and they're very, very busy up at that rescue. And since we already had lethals under our care, they asked if we would be willing to take on this little fella and use our knowledge to nurture him. And this is Munchie, and Munchie is several months old. He is very, very small. You can see his eyes are small. He is blind. He does have dental issues. He is missing teeth. And if you can hear him making that noise, he is an extremely demanding little guinea pig. My theory is his foster mum has created this little monster, but he's so used to being fed frequently that, like a baby, he's shouting at about 4 o'clock in the morning for his nightly feed. And so he gets constant food around the clock. He can feed himself, but he just likes to be given those extra snacks during the night too. So this is our special, most recent little lethal guinea pig, and he has quite a following. He has quite a personality to him. We love him. And so this is Munchie. This is actually our third little one that we've taken in. So if you have any questions about anything that I've discussed on this video and you want to ask, please go ahead and ask the question, and if we can answer it, we'd be happy to. We're not vets, we're not researchers, we're not vet techs, but we can tell you about our experience with having lethals and what we've learned over the years. So on behalf of Munchie and I, we thank you for listening to our brief talk on lethals.